Hey guys, welcome to class. For this morning practice, all you need is yourself and your mat. So whenever you're ready, find a comfortable seat and just take a moment to close the eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel the earth underneath, feel this grounding effect, the start of your day. Take a few more breaths and really focus on the inhalations and the exhalations. As the awareness is drawn into the present moment, gently open the eyes if you wish. We'll start with a little side stretch. So take the left hand out towards the side, reach the right arm all the way up, overhead, and then over towards the left side. Make sure to keep the sit bones nice and low so you get a nice sweet stretch all the way from sit bone to top of fingertips maybe. With the next inhalation, come all the way up. We'll switch side, right hand down, left arm all the way up. You can follow it with the gaze as you softly stretch through the left side. Inhale, come all the way up. One more time on either side. Left hand goes down, right arm up. Follow it with the gaze. Maybe twist the chest towards the ceiling a little bit more. As you inhale, come back up. One last time. Left hand up, right hand down. Next inhalation brings you back through center. Inhale, take both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, left hand towards the right knee, right hand behind you, gentle twist. Try not to force it too much here. Next inhalation, both arms up towards the sky. And we switch side, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. You can look over the left shoulder. Inhale all the way up again, one more time on either side. If you'd like to use the Ujjayi breath, you're welcome to use it. Inhale up. And exhale over towards the left. Inhale back through center, arms all the way up. As you exhale through heart center, release them. Let's open the legs a little bit. So take them nice and wide. You don't have to go 100%, but just see how it feels in the morning. Morning practice is all about checking in and seeing how we're feeling. So move a little bit. Lean over to one leg, lean over towards the other, and just check in. See where you're at today and meet yourself there. Don't have the expectation that yesterday evening's practice you were super flexible, because overnight your body sort of regenerates and resets. Meet the body where it's at. And then find some stillness in the middle. We'll find some hip churning, if you will. So let's reach all the way out towards the right foot. Maybe you can touch it. Maybe you just stick with the ankle or the shin. And I want you to reach forwards as far as you can as you move over towards the left side. Touch it there as well. And we'll go back and forth over towards the right. Back towards the left. Now really keep reaching forwards as you move from side to side twice more. Towards the right, towards the left, towards the right, and towards the left. Come back through center, take a moment there. Maybe walk the fingertips out even more. Just try to keep the spine in a neutral position. Try not to round too much to get as much stretch as you can. Again, the morning practice is just to wake up the body and to get everything moving. You can wriggle the hips side to side. Maybe play around with sending the toes out and in. Inwards is a little bit tricky for me. Just open and closing. And then softly walk the hands in. Let's find a very gentle firelock pose. So bring the right shin in. And just because it's morning, I don't want to go all the way. Let's stack the left shin in front of it. So left shin in front of right. Heel and knee sort of lined up. And again, with a long spine, sit nice and tall. Tiptoe the fingers forwards. And again, the movement is coming from the hips, so the spine, again, is neutral. Until you can't move any further, feel the stretch in the outside of the hips, outside of the glutes. And then maybe round a little bit. It'd be nice to maybe drop the elbows down, relax for a moment, reconnect with the breath. And walk the hands back in. Of course, we have two legs, so we'll do two sides. Right shin in front of left, whichever right or left you want to use for this one. Again, sit nice and tall. Feel the difference as you walk forwards. That slight change with the legs can alter where you feel the stretch most. Two more breaths here. And then softly walk the hands in. Let's roll over onto hands and knees and check in on a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And just, again, find some movement. Maybe make some circles over the wrists. If you prefer regular cat-cow, you can do that as well. In fact, let's all just go for that. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone round through the upper back. As you inhale, tilt the tailbone up, lift the chest. Softly look up. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, move with the breath. Inhale. Keep moving. And then softly find some stillness. Maybe wiggle the hips one more time, and then we tuck the toes and find our way to our first downward facing dog. Firm the fingertips down. Paddle a little bit through the feet. Again, explore. Feel the weight in the shoulders. Keep gripping the mat. Try to have a nice and long spine. Bend the knees if you need to. If you're someone like me, I'm usually quite tight in the morning, but my legs will never be all the way straight. So keep moving. Find some space. Explore. And then stay with the breath. Go ahead and find some stillness. And we'll softly roll forwards into plank pose. Think about making a wave-like motion here. Once you find your way to plank pose, really firm through the arms, through the shoulders. Keep pressing yourself away from your mat. Legs are strong, glutes are engaged, that's your butt. And we'll find some waves here. So bend the knees, roll back to downward facing dog. Send the hips up towards the sky, and then roll forwards. Plank pose. Feel the movement in the spine, that's the word. Roll backwards, downward facing dog. Stay strong through the arms, through this whole thing. If you want to, you can even keep the arms straight throughout. The focus is on the vertebrae. Two more waves. Inhale as you roll forward. And exhale as you roll backwards. Maybe drop the chest a touch more every time. Inhale all the way forwards. And exhale, roll it backwards. Stay long. And very softly we'll tiptoe the feet all the way towards the top. Find Uttanasana. Bend through the knees again. If you want to, grab hold of the elbows. Find this to give a really nice side stretch here, especially if you gently sway side to side. Let's inhale, find ourselves into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, another halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, plant the hands, and we'll tiptoe the feet all the way back. We're playing around where the weight is. Feet to hands, hands to feet. And we'll softly lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oscillating cobra. Fingertips just outside of the mat. With your inhalation, you roll the chest up. Look forwards. As you exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it up. And exhale, roll it down. 3 more. Inhale, opens. Exhale, folds. Inhale. And exhale. Last one will hold. Inhale up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1 we'll softly release. Bring the arms beside the hips, reach them backwards, locust pose. Float the legs, float the knees off. Peel the chest up, really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach the fingertips towards the heels, look forwards. Try to have just the hips on the floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, release. Arms beside the shoulders, push up position. We'll softly press up into upward facing dog. So keep the toes on top as you peel the chest up. Keep the hips nice and low, but off the floor. Suck the belly in. And we'll softly roll back, downward, facing dog. A little bit more warmness would be nice, I guess. So bend the knees, look forward. Step both feet to the outside of the hands. You can jump, you can step one at a time. Inhale, active squat. Reach the hands forwards. Sit nice and low. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit back down. Active squat. Reach the fingertips towards the floor. Take a breath in. As you exhale, both feet find the way towards the back. Low plank. High plank. 1 push-up. Then knees and elbows down. Look forwards and pull yourself through cobra or upward facing dog. And roll backwards, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump feet outside of the hands. Active squat. Exhale, rise, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sit all the way down. Fingertips find the floor. Next exhalation, feet towards the back. High plank pose with a push-up. And then knees and elbows down, look forwards, pull through. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing. And then downward facing dog. Last one here, bend the knees, look long. Feet to the outside of the hands, active squat. Exhale, stand hands through heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sit all the way down. Firm the hands down. Low plank. High plank. Knees and elbows down. Flow through. Up dog. Into downward. Facing. Take 3 breaths here. Find some stillness. Reconnect with that present moment. Notice if you can straighten the legs just a touch more. If not, that's okay. We're just moving with our body as we meet it here and now. A little bit stronger for this one. Right leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Now very softly step the right foot in between the hands. Bend the back knee. Bend leg lunge. Reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, try to straighten that back left leg. Bring the hands through heart center. Or find Virabhadrasana 3. Lean out with the chest and gently float left leg up off the floor. Maybe straighten the standing leg just a touch. And then very softly, let the left foot land at the back once again. Arms up towards the sky, maybe thumbs to the back of the skull. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. 3-legged dog. Right leg goes all the way up and back. If you want to, let it land. Otherwise, pull yourself forward straight into upward facing dog. And roll backwards, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Bend leg, lunge. Reach the arms up. Keep that right knee bent. You next inhale, open a little bit more, straighten that right leg a touch more. Hands through heart center, lean out with the chest. Warrior 3. Maybe straighten the standing leg a touch more. Very softly, right foot lands at the back of the mat. Reach the arms up, thumbs to the back of the skull. Next inhalation, straighten through the arms, find kind of a high crescent lunge. As you exhale, plant the hands back to 3. Legged dog, left leg reaches up and back, and then you pull through into upward facing dog. And roll back, downward facing dog. Again, find the breath if you need to. Find the child's pose for a moment. Soft Ujjayi breathing. Whenever you're ready, roll forwards. Plank. Pose. Let's set up for a side plank. Let the heels fall over towards the right. Softly lift the left hand up to the sky. You can find a little bit of an arch there, that's alright. Just stay strong through the shoulders. Nice and firm, maybe look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch side, left hand lands. Heels fall over towards the left, foot can be stacked or in front of one another. Right arm up, and again really squeeze in the bottom side. Look up, feel the balance or the imbalance. For another 3, 2, and 1. Both hands land. If you want to, downward facing dog, or 1 push up. Knees and elbows down. Pull through upward facing. And roll back. Downward facing. Back and knees look long. Both feet outside of the hands. Take a moment here. Set yourself up for Malasana, so not an active squat. A little bit lower. Try to stay long through the spine. You can wriggle side to side. I know the hips are always a little bit tighter. So play around. Notice how the body is feeling. Elbows come in the inside of the knees. We'll find some stillness. And softly plant the hands onto the floor. Find Uttanasana. Simply straighten the legs, lift the hips, turn the toes in a little bit more. Again, it doesn't need to be perfectly straight. And we'll alternate between the two. Turn the toes out, sit the hips down low, Malasana. Toes in, hips up, Uttanasana. As you inhale, Malasana. As you exhale, Uttanasana. Twice more. Inhale, hips down, chest lifts. Exhale, Uttanasana, toes in, fold. 1 more, we'll hold in Malasana. Once again, sit the hips down low. Notice the difference after just a few of these movements. Let's bring the hands to heart center, elbows into the knees, even if you were not there yet. And again, your heels don't need to touch the floor. You can be on the tippy toes. You can have a block underneath if you did want to use one. And again, it's just checking in where we are. Very softly plant the hands, step both feet back. High plank pose. And again, we'll lower down all the way to the floor. 1 more locust pose. Lift the feet, lift the knees, peel the chest up, look forwards. Really squeeze in everything in the back line of the body. All the way from shoulders, and the crown of the head to the tailbone to the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Soften down. 1 more cobra pose here. Gently peel the chest up. You can use your arms for support, but think about using that locust activation. So you're still squeezing the shoulder blades. You're still using it. You're not just supporting it with the hands. 3, 2, and then on 1, softly lower down. Bring the feet together. We'll softly press back to tabletop. Then we'll tuck the toes and sit back onto our heels. Toe sit. Everyone's favorite. It's good to stretch the soles of the feet will greatly improve your forward folds, believe it or not. And since we're here, why don't we take eagle arms, just to loosen up through the shoulders a little bit. Take the right hand in front of you, left arm goes underneath and around. Maybe grab hold of the thumb. If you can't reach that, maybe grab hold of the shoulders. Back of the palms together is also a good option. Lift the elbows to about shoulder height. Feel this stretch in between the shoulder blades. Maybe reach the fingertips a little bit up towards the sky. Softly release the hands. Keep the toes tucked. Left hand in front, right arm wraps underneath and around. Take the same option on the other side. Again, let the shoulder blades move apart. Forget about the toes. Just sit here. Breathe through it. And softly release. Maybe roll through the shoulders, untuck the toes, tap them out for a moment, and then swing the legs around. We'll set ourselves up for a little forward fold. We ground through the sit bones. Straighten through the legs, turn the toes up. Inhale, lift through the chest. As you exhale, reach forwards past the toes. Try to keep the spine as neutral as you can. Keep flexing the toes, but keep reaching. Keep reaching. Stay nice and strong. 3, 2, and then on 1 we can softly release. Maybe the toes are within reach. Maybe just grab hold of the shins. Round a little bit through the spine if you need to. Bend the knees. Maybe wriggle the bum in a little bit closer. Let's see what feels good. Nearing the end of this practice, begin to slow down. I don't need to be active all the time. Begin to slow down your breathing. Begin to soften wherever you are. Maybe let the forehead drop a little bit more. So we take 3 more breaths here, past Uttanasana. Last breath. And then softly begin to find your way out. Release the feet, release the shins, roll the chest up. And let's bring the left knee in towards the chest. We'll set up for a little twist here at the end. Set the foot over towards the other side. And for today we'll do a closed twist, because why not? Wrap the right arm around the knee, or maybe just grab it with the hand. Inhale, reach the left hand up. As you exhale, twist. Let it land behind you. Try to hug the knee in nice and close. Try to keep a long upright spine as you twist. Then look behind you. You can close the eyes. Just enjoy the opening and the suppleness we've created in just a few minutes. Release the pose. We'll switch sides. Left leg long. Right knee comes in, foot over towards the other side. Wrap the left arm around. Inhale. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Follow it with the gaze. And let it land behind you. Maybe on the fingertips. Maybe the hand can be flat. Again, hug the right knee in. Soft gaze towards the space behind you. Two more breaths here. And then gently release. Turn to the front. We'll softly release and roll onto our backs. Before we settle down into Shavasana, maybe hug the knees in towards the chest. rock side to side, or if you want to, find a happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Grab hold of the feet, maybe the toes, gently pull the knees towards the armpits, so the spine can stay long on the floor. Again, stillness or rocking, wherever you are, whatever your body needs. And once you find those last few movements, gently release, let the feet come to opposite corners of the mat. Hands beside the body, palms facing up. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, feel all the tension leave the body. Let it fall off. And every breath afterwards softens you, releases you. Enjoy a few moments here. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you need. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Stay updated with all the new flows. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.